What's going on, everybody? God bless everyone. I appreciate you all your contributions, and for fulfilling your lives. It is October 24th, 2025. Quack, quack. I hope you're living the most fulfilling life and your best life. No one can do it but you. Only you can do it. No one will do it for you. God is always here. He's always present. And we can step into his presence. It gets away from all problems. It removes all trauma, all worries. Hey, what's up, boss? All anxiety. When we step into the present, the presence is what we're always aiming to get. To get involved with reality. And to feel reality. Because instead of thinking about reality, we can actually do something else, which is feel reality. Feel your life. Instead of thinking about what you're going to do next. There's no need to think. You already know. Intuition is the feel of life. If you haven't heard of intuition, you feel this. Just like the birds, just like the turtles, they're always tapped into the feel. Simply, they do not think. So are you thinking about your life, which has no meaning under the thought? Or are you feeling your life? You look like a bearded Michael Cera. Hello, Suzanne. God bless all you beautiful souls. Hello, the angel in my nightmare, the shadow in the background. Hello, Jolyn. How long have you been homeless for? Forever. Thank you, MK. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Lucas. And thoughts on illegal immigrants? There's nothing illegal about them. You can't you can't take someone out, especially from a big mass of land. It's just not possible. And it's connected to their land, for one. If you're talking about Mexicans in the US, the whole world is an illegal immigrant. We're all part of this world. There's no such thing as borders. Borders are a defiance of God. They come from the ego. They're separation. But there is nothing separating us. Yeah. There's nothing illegal about it. We're all part of the body of God, the living Christ. Yeah. We're all part of life. Yeah. Now, of course, if there was an enemy and they were attacking you and you were defending yourself, yeah, you would build a border and call them illegal immigrants. But we're not fighting these people. And it shouldn't be an ongoing thing either. If something was a real problem, you end it immediately. Yeah. It's getting a little darker, like the sun rises up way later now. So from 5, it used to rise up at 5 a.m. Now it doesn't rise up till 8 a.m. What's their prayer level? Hello, Skyke. Hello from Oshawa, Canada. Nice. Nice. So, what do I do for fun? I take the fun with me in whatever I do. So I'm always having fun. I like to go on walks for fun. You know, I like to joke, help people, serve people. Yeah. Hikes, places that are you could consider maybe dangerous to hike. The average person wouldn't do that. Or maybe someone who's not flexible or older, really can't move their body. Yeah. But I'm always having fun. Yeah. It's just your natural state. Life is fun to live. That's why you have to carry it with you. Most people are miserable or ignorant. I just made a video about this. And they're trying to pull your happiness down all your life. These people are trying to control you. They're trying to tell you how to be. Maybe even your friends. Especially like when you're a teenager. But most people go into isolation because everyone's pulling their happiness down. Yeah. Time to party. Yeah, the sun doesn't come out to 7 a.m. Yeah. It literally used to come out like 5 a.m. Now it's like, it's still not even out yet. I can show you. And it's actually darker by like at least 33%. Okay. It's actually darker. Doesn't look this light. Hello, Kaoka Hayes. God called me and called me. What do I do? You don't do nothing. Shalom. Hello, Stone. The shader compilation. Yeah, I don't. If you're talking about like a video game, I haven't really been like watching any of the video games. Truth hurts. Depends what you think the truth is. Yeah. The truth only hurts the mind. You can never hurt your life, the general feel of who you are. You can never touch the soul, for it's invisible. So when people talk about truth, or they're hurting mentally, they're hurting from their own thoughts. They're self-creating their own pity. People are always being pitiful. That's why we have to lift them up. Thank you for the sub. Hopefully millions of people come in here. Then we can uplift the world. One ego at a time. Yeah. God bless everyone. Hello, Euphoria. It's a nightmare, Fizz. Yeah, I don't really like playing like scary games. Or watching scary movies. The scary movies, they serve no purpose. Yeah. Fizz, are you able to see auras? Are you able to see electricity that comes off power lines? I can't see auras. I mentioned this yesterday because the one guy, Jazz, he said he's seen my aura. And I personally don't see auras yet. But if I look at somebody, I can tell everything about them. I just can tell their state and what they're feeling. And I can tell if they're in their mind. Yeah. Do I see electricity that comes off power lines? No. And we can all see auras. Yeah. Thank you, Stone. Yeah, my mustache is a little crazy right now. My face rocks it nicely. I don't know what you mean by being old, Final Destination. What age you consider that? And my real name is Antonio. Okay. No, I don't even know how to skate. Yeah. I don't even know how to skate Final Destination. I've only done it a few times. And I think it like gave me ankle burns. Like real bad. Love from New Zealand. Hello, Angela Williams. Hello, my sister in Christ. I am a wizard. All black. Good morning, D-Man. Can't see no aura. Yeah. It's all about really the person that you're around or the person you're watching. How are they making you feel? The two things to look for are they happy? Are they always talking about fear in the future? Do they make you feel happy? Are they happy? And do they make you feel calm? So whether it's YouTube or in person, that's the only thing to look for. I could tell you all the stuff not to look for. You see the stillness. He's waiting for breakfast. Yeah. And I can tell you that a lot of people are not calm. Doesn't matter if they're spiritual, if they're an entrepreneur. And a lot of people just are not happy. It doesn't matter who, what, where. Entertainment, jump scares, suspense creates adrenaline, enjoyment. Yeah, yeah. Like if you're talking, I would see that more of like a haunted house you're going to. But it's for some people, of course. Yeah. Adrenaline ages you. It's the most thing that ages you. But I get it. Some people have fun. We're all in each other's minds. That's true. And I don't know how you know if Leonardo DiCaprio never been married. Does I feel a little embarrassing when you talk to on the phone? Scroll to the latest comments, put a comment. No, I do. The 1 or 2 days you were in here, Meme Nation, I just was just going at a different pace. And thank you for the donation, D-Man. I'm going to scroll down after this. God bless all you beautiful souls. I'm only here to serve we, because we're all the same life form. Okay. No, you gotta understand, if I read someone's comment, by the time I'm done, sometimes there's like 20, 30 comments, maybe more. Sometimes there's none. And I realistically wish I could read everybody's comment. Paradise is already here. Final destination. Yeah. It's just the way that you see it. God bless you, breadwinner. Jesus died for us, which was God, just represented it in the human form. So God is always with us. Andrew Tate. Who? What made you say Andrew Tate? Yeah, we can't control external triggers, but we can control reactions to them. Yeah, God's always watching us. He's the only one that matters. Do you enjoy being in cities? Well, like, there's kind of like smaller towns near the city, and a lot of them just have like stores, and they want you to buy stuff. So I kind of don't want to go into those stores. And usually they're expensive to me. But I do like the people and, the motion. There's a lot of energy circulating. Yeah. And I always like being around people, Lucas. So I do like the energy of the people. But I really enjoy the nature. So outside in the countryside. And I will be there and coming up here soon. You'll see. And I'll probably be with somebody too. Yeah. So I do like the cities on one hand, but I probably wouldn't stay in the city forever. I would flip-flop back and forth, and most of my work is probably going to be involved with a city or going through a city. Yeah. You're the only one out there shing. Yeah. Christ is another way to spell it. I'm atheist, but no thanks. There's no such thing as being an atheist, because you're living a life right now, and contrary to your thoughts, you are no thought. You are the feel of your life, and this life is everywhere. Okay? And when you step into the feel of life, which is what I'm trying to get you to do, and it's the ultimate meaning of life, because you feel your life. There's nothing better than this. You can't get anything other than this. It's the only thing to feel. It's nothing of what you're thinking. It's complete abandonment of your mind. Reality is a thoughtless state. It's a no thinking. Yeah. It's what happened when you were a child. And so when they refer to God, because you're living life, they refer to all of the life everywhere outside of you, is what people are referring to. And you can feel everything around you because you are right here. You are in between it, interconnected. You are basically inside of it. It is love. That's what this is all is. It's just a feel of love. It can be these imaginary things we name, and it can look cool, but everything you're seeing has a fundamental feel to it, and you can only feel it by feeling it. You can't feel it through the mind. Okay? When you stop thinking, which is the goal of life, then you become life itself. There's no more barriers. You don't feel your body anymore. And the body is the greatest thing that holds you down. Yeah. So you can be an atheist, but you're living life. And God is life. It's the same thing. We all have a choice whether to believe in Jesus. That's true. Yeah, some people comment too much, quote unquote. I mean, but they also talk too much, like in real life. Yeah. We'll do a cosmic beard twirl. Yeah. See you later, Euphoria. Thanks for all you do. God bless your day. I hope you all feel the life inside of you. Choose happiness. Choose to be funny. Compliment people. My comments are great, though. Yeah, we weren't talking about you, wagon. Yeah. I love you. You are a child of God. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Vicky. It's really nice. Some people don't get jobs and that doesn't matter. Okay, well, if it doesn't matter, that's just your thought. Thanks for being so thoughtful and sharing with this. Yeah. I have a 40-hour week, but most go to extra stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your life is completely what you make of it, and it's how you think about it. The only thing I'm trying to get you to do is feel the life inside of you, to feel this love, no matter if you work, have a family you take care of. Doesn't matter anything you do, it just matters the state of the feeling you are. And if you feel amazing, you go and do amazing things. Basically, I'm chiseling away all that you are not. Because this feeling of amazement, the feeling of God, it's naturally happening out of you. It's only when we try to force things And when we get too caught up in our ego, we start judging all these things. So now we're thinking, and we forgot about the very life we are. Yeah. Our laws are almost entirely dictated by society. Yeah. But then again, that's just putting, you have all the power, whether you like it or not. So society is doing one thing, but you've seen other people go do other things. You can do whatever you want. Okay? And I wanted to talk about women real quick. If you lust, and it doesn't matter, boy or girl, if you lust after a woman, because this is what mostly happens in the population, then you only love this woman. Then maybe you have babies. Oh, now I have to get a job to work all the time, to support everybody. And then you need a place. Okay, yeah. I know. I'm very well aware. The thing is, though, this isn't what you truly wanted. You were lusting for sex. Simple as that. More importantly, when you only love one person, you will get into an ugly life, you could say. You can't just love one person and exclude the rest of the world. It will always backfire. Simply because you are in this world. You are connected to all of life, and everything is life. So when you just love on someone, especially through lust, you just set yourself up for failure. It's detrimental in itself. And you could never tell somebody when they're chasing the woman, of course. It's more so after you get into it. Okay? Because simply, your love is for everyone. But if you only work for one person other than God, then you basically resist everybody and everything else. The world is your family. The world is your wife. You're just putting super extra attention to somebody else. Then you exclude everything around you. So, society doesn't control you. You are just creating a force that you think controls you. Anybody's possible to do anything. There are no bad guys. The bad guys think they're good guys. You think they're bad guys. Simple as that. Anybody can make money, especially today's age, almost by doing anything. But are you going to be able to make money when you're chasing and lusting after a woman? You have 2 kids. Your spirit is depressed or you're down. You don't even think about your options. You quit all your dreams already. And it's only about you and your family. That's like a caveman attitude, like we're living in the Paleolithic era. And once you get stuck in this thinking, you can't even get outside of it. It's all you know. Yeah. And that's just the general how it is. Society is not against you. That's just an illusion. Or it's just a perspective you have. I don't like sleeping. I've never liked sleeping since I was a kid. Yeah. I don't feel good when I lay down. Good morning, Kelly. But do you see how you can, if you have the kids, the wife or husband, and then they're not the ones for you. That person is not even the one for you. They're putting you down. You're arguing. How are you going to go make money? How are you going to go start a business? You already lost all your passions and dreams. You basically gave up on life. That's like the story of most of society. Yeah. The mess is why I don't sleep. Yikra, I don't know how to say, I don't know that language. Yeah. What's going on? Murder isn't acceptable? Yeah, I mean, no murder is really acceptable. If nothing is acceptable if it's in society's eyes. No one's going to be doing like all the stuff that you hear. They're always hiding it. All of them are hiding it because they could not do it in the open. Evil itself hides. You don't see these evil people. The girl I'm dating is a doctor. Yeah. I ain't letting go. Yeah, well, so same here. So, God bless you. Thank you, Juber. The proof of God. First of all, science came from God. And so did everything. Even what you would call evil. God is the feel of your living life. Once you feel this, you know everything. You never want to know anything else, anything more. You'll never chase anything else. Simply by, it's by your living life, the feel of it. Okay? It's not anything to do with thinking. Thinking is just describing. Okay? And most of us put labels or we put a certain feeling behind our thought. Before you even have a thought, you're just seeing. Okay? And you're just the field of life. You're not the human body, not the name, occupation, whatever to society. You're not the thought. Okay? You are what they would call spirit, but you are everything. Now, I'm talking to you more so, it sounds intellectually, but I'm feeling it. So I'm actually giving you this. And you're just tuning back into what you are. Simply, you're just a wave of the feeling of life. Okay? It kind of sounds funny and looks funny. You still talk to me. Human law may sometimes say that. That's true, Stone, yeah. There's nothing better than feeling your life. Anything you try to get externally, you won't, because it's happening inside of you. All your ideas and all your emotions, they've always happened right inside of you. You are the pinpoint of life. The universe is right here inside. There is no outside. I do agree with you, Stone. It doesn't matter if there's laws anyway. One thing, there's way too many laws. Two, everybody breaks laws. Everybody. You could be breaking a law and you don't even know. No one's came out and read us all the laws. What are the laws? There's no such thing. One, there's way too many to know. And two, we just think we know the laws. No police officer, no one who made the laws came up to you at any time of your life and read you all the stuff that are the laws. So how would you even know? How do we even know the laws? How? The real is, like Stone was saying, it's a compass from God, because this is Him. This is why you have to feel this. And it tells you what is right. It feels good. When you feel bad, you're doing something wrong. God is trying to get you not to do it wrong. That's why He's making you feel negative. If you sip poison, you're going to feel bad. Whether it's garbage food, or a drug or alcohol. Whatever you do can be poison. But you're going to feel it. You're going to feel bad. That's what makes it bad, okay? Hello, boss. I know it's you. When you feel good, this is God. He's making you feel right. God is the feeling of good. Why? Simply because it feels good. Anything that is good, that feels good, will feel good for you. Anything that feels negative, it's warning you, ultimately turning you away. Why do people miss this? One, because they're stuck up in their mind. Their mind is not a feeling. It's just an idea. It's an illusionary feeling. Your actually feel of your life, which is right there, it tells you everything. Yeah. So I'm going to scroll down to the beginning. We're in Satan's little season right now. Using eye and brain chips. Listen, whether that's true or not, again, that's fear. There is no fear in me. Statutes, ordinance, and codes that are not laws. I'm not sure what you mean by that, though, Jay West Bay. Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't really like getting phone calls. No, I mean, I do like getting phone calls. I always have my phone on silence. So, yeah. So my phone, I have all the notifications off of any app. They're all off. I don't like that someone can reach me instantly. People want instant access, and I don't mind helping people, but people get upset if you don't talk to them immediately, especially if they know you. They think, oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. He didn't answer me in 2 hours. Oh my God. Oh no. No, you're just worrying. You're creating the negative thing. And so what if I didn't answer in 2 hours? Has nothing to do with you. Yeah, people. Again, since we've have the phones, some of us didn't have phones when we were younger. People just think like, oh yeah, I can contact them immediately, and they have to answer. They have to answer. And if you don't answer in 24 hours, they get furious. Oh. They're the ones getting furious. No one should have instant access to you. Hold on. And no one should be mad about it. Christ is king. If you don't have worry, you probably won't survive. Worry is a negative feeling, and it is killing you. You don't need to worry about anything. If you die, you simply go back with the Lord. If you're already feeling Him, or you believe in the Lord, have faith. You won't survive. God will always make you survive. Yeah. If it's meant to be. If it's your time to go, there's no resisting it. It's simply your time to go. It's nowhere near a bad thing. We just think we're always in the mind. We don't think about death. Okay? The more in tune you are with your life, you'll know when it's time to go. And you'll do it effortlessly. Yeah. The people that die suddenly, first of all, they're not dying suddenly. Nowhere near it. It's already been predestined, pre-scripted. The people that die suddenly, like in a car crash, they're stuck in their mind. The car crash was a wake-up. It may seem on the outside that, oh my God, everyone's acting. How did he die? He's not feeling his life. Once you feel your life, these final destination, quote unquote, events do not happen. Nor does it matter if they would happen because you're already here. You're already with God. There's nowhere else to go. So when you're stuck in the mind, you get these mishapses, these never-ending problems, and all this random death seems like, oh, wow. It's not. Yeah. There's a reason someone's not coming up and cutting me and I'm just not dying. Okay? Oh. What's up, boss? There's a reason people aren't shooting at me right now. Hello, Jay West Bay. Hello, John the Spreader. Strawberry Maria. Yeah, Jesus didn't die. He resurrected from his old self. Yeah. Simply the life that's keeping you alive, it always lives. Okay? It's impossible to die, quote unquote. Your thoughts die. That's what dies. In Jesus' name, amen, Kelly. God bless all you beautiful souls. Right now, and I mean literally, is always the time to find God. It's always the time to express your love, your gratitude for everything, your gratitude for the Lord, to feel the very life you are. Because there only is right now. We're all trying to get back to this. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus died and resurrected. He also died from his mind and what he previously knew. And then he found life. So it works in a physical sense with Jesus, but he died to his old self. The things that he thought, this is when he found out life and all that is. Thank you for the beard. The worst ones have to deal with their karma. They have to deal with their sins. Good people die not for themselves. They die to serve society, or maybe to serve an animal. Good people die to give other people's lessons. Usually. Yeah. Good people usually already find the Lord. They're not dying. There's no such thing as it. You're describing a person falling over, but literally it's just happening. If you feel the life you are and stay and abide in the life you are, we are connected to all life. And even if something or somebody leaves their shell, you will still feel they are alive. Anybody that has died that I know, I can contact them right now. It's very simple. Again, you're just having a thought, and there's nothing wrong with it. We are connected to everything. You can contact Jesus. You need some sense of stillness, some sense of composure. For instance, my dog died, and actually I was fasting. Someone told me, oh, Jasmine died, our dog I've had for 17 years. Was just talking about this. But I felt that she was still alive. It was no mirage. I felt she was still alive. I was actually happy. Happy even before. But I felt her presence, her essence. Yeah. All there is this presence. Yeah. So no one or nothing's really dying. It's just escaping the container. Human instincts demand you fight for survival, Kelly, Bashade. Yeah, but we're not out here fighting like barbarians. We're not out here like we don't have language. Okay. So we've overcome that. That is true. And some people still act like that. A lot of people do. Yeah. But we're not out here living that type of life. So we don't choose our beliefs. Yeah. You can change any belief right now. And you've already done it. Somebody, a person that you once loved, that you kissed or had sex with, if they leave your life, all of a sudden, you hate them. Your belief was you loved them and liked them. Now you created, oh, I don't like you or love you. I hate you. If you hate one thing, you hate all of life. Yeah. If you resist one thing, you resist everything. Yeah. Because everything is one thing. My choices are my own, and it's your choice to push beliefs. Yeah, and I'm not forcing anybody. I'm just expressing the feel of life. Yeah. But you can think of anything and believe anything. You believe God isn't real. Some people do. Now you can believe God is real. You can just do it. You can just do it. Like even fooling yourself, you can do it. And when you believe one thing, so not believing to believing, whatever it is, it simultaneously happens. Whenever it does happen, it happens automatically. So you believe that the world is hell. We'll change it just for a second. Because when you see the world as hell, you feel bad, so it sucks. It's not that it is bad or negative. It's the feel that it gives you. And this goes with anything that you feel bad from. You're self-creating it. Now, we'll just go, oh, this is heaven. This is a good place. Things are working out for me. Now you feel good, or you have a positive outlook. And now your world is positive. Because you feel good from the inside. So then there's not a problem. You can switch anything you don't like, any belief that makes you feel. That's why you have to feel it. That's what anything is in your head. You either feel positive about your thought or negative. Anytime you feel negative, you want to feel positive. Once you feel positive, then you don't have any problems. Simple as that. So are you feeling negative or are you feeling positive? There's nothing in between. Yeah. The free will would be between those choices. Yeah. And it would be to resist. The only person that hates hasn't found love yet. The only person that doesn't feel life or feel God is simply resisting. They're forcing. Yeah, pushing it. That's a good point, Strawberry Mira. Pushing atheism is the same as pushing. The power of nature. Yeah. I can feel the air. I can breathe the air. But I can't really see the air. So how do you know about it? Oh, because science talks about it. Who are these scientists? Show me them. I want to have a talk with them. Science tells you this and science tells you that. Show me the scientists. I want to talk and meet with the scientists. Tell them Fizz wants to meet them. I don't believe in nobody that I can't see, but I do feel God. I've never met the government. Who is the government? Let's all, as a society, have a talk with each and every one of them. Let's all bring them. Let's all have a public talk with all of them. Kelly, my first name is Brendan. My last name is Finizio. So the short of that, and it's always been this since like school, high school, maybe middle grade, is Fizz, Finiz. But now it's just Fiz. I don't believe in anyone as talking all these people such as science and the government, specifically, colon. You're going to try to take it to a different route? Don't. Because I said I feel God. It's different. Feeling God is feeling everything. There is only the feeling of God. Everything else is an illusion. IP, man, you just missed it because you're caught up in your mind. You will never feel it, ever. It's a feel, and it's not what you think. It's you're actually feeling your life. You're living life. It's living through Christ. And you know it's living. And I didn't say I believe in God. You're putting words and you're streaming them with your thoughts again. I feel God. You could feel them too. It's the same as you're living life. Well, Joe Cash, if you do that with not doing it sarcastically, if you just do it from an all-seeing point, you will get salvation. How do you know that Jesus never claimed to be God? God came down through Jesus. So what they say is Jesus was God. Yeah. Hello, Falcon. Yeah. That's why it doesn't matter what people say or what they do to you. When you have the Lord, that's all you need. He's stronger than everybody in the world. In everything. And he always shields you. Yeah. Of course, you're not against everybody anyway. Quack, quack. I'm not against anyone. Yeah. It doesn't matter how evil they are or what they think. And I'm sorry I missed some of your comments. Where is God when people die of famine? Well, they were meant to die. It's, and you got to understand, you're putting, you're saying that there's other people, but it's all just one. The illusion is that you think there's other people. That's just created personalities. Yeah. And you are putting it, oh, these other people. No, just focus on you. These people that die of famine, were you there? Did you die? We're always projecting and getting to this external, but everything's happening eternally. Everything you see, everything you hear, you're hearing it inside. All the emotions. If you master this, if you find love, there's nothing else you need to do. God is energy. Yeah. Spirit moves out through all. Yeah, that's why he's invisible. For the non-believers or people who are curious, it's just basically a game. Yeah. It's not even really a side. Because all there is, again, is God. Yeah, Jesus is God's son. And we're all a child of the Son of God. Thank you, Jay West Bay. Everything was here before science worked. Everything comes from God. So everything the science are trying to figure out is a direct line of communication from God. So it was already here. Without science, you wouldn't even have a smartphone. Yeah. The smartphone was already here in pieces. Yeah, and then it was just put together. Yeah. The Trinity was created as a way to explain what already is. Yeah. God owns everything. True, Jaden. God bless all your beautiful souls. We're living. If you feel your life, it feels positive. It's so exciting. It's so happiness. And if you keep following your happiness, then you don't have to deal with other people putting you down. You won't have to work these jobs you don't like. Those are just people that haven't felt their life. God guides you. And you can also do anything you want. Okay? Yeah. Your perspective runs your whole reality. You create the best possible perspective, then you will go and put in the action. You will do the best things. And this happiness, it's just inside of you for overflowing. Yeah. It is in a blind world, the one eye is king and the two eyes are madman. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Falcon. Hello, Holy Spirit. I didn't see you in here yet. That no man is. Yeah, because you can't. God is everything, and we're here. Okay? He's working through us. We can only merge with it. We can't become better than it. Hello, Renee. Love is hard to keep with, with people with God. Yeah. Hello, Michelle Haywood. I'm so glad to see you all. Again, God, when we feel Him, things just happen effortlessly. Or when we tune into our intuition, this is life speaking to you. It's how the birds migrate. It's how the rabbits go and burrow. Life is guiding them. We just have to follow through and not resist. If you resist anything, you will always feel bad, or you'll feel some resistance. How sea turtles travel across the ocean? Simply because God's guiding them. Life is guiding them. God created sin. Again, the only time we sin is when we resist what's naturally flowing. Okay? When we try to force something. Okay. And we'll feel bad from it. That's why it is a sin, because you feel bad from it. Home is where you're happy. Yeah. Again, everything's happening from inside, Stone. We are the happiness. The body of Christ. The body of all of existence. God gave you all things. Okay, I'm scrolling to the top. Hello, Mar. God bless you. I'm not if you want to say how to say your name, Mar. Former training in the Bible. Okay. Hello, Matthew. Nice to see you here. I guess it's afternoon there. It's still the morning here. Yeah. Without God, love is hard to keep. That's actually very profound. Yeah. Yeah, people that go against you are trolls. They like to twist your words. Okay? So yes, I do believe in God, but I also feel Him. You can do both. And feeling Him is, whoa. It's, yeah. It's life-changing. You won't ever want to, like, really think again. You'll never want to leave this feeling. It's like you take it, you put it in a cloth, like a nice gem, and you just run away with it. Yeah, okay, Jaden. That's a great way of looking at it. Blap, blap, blandy, burp, derp. Yeah. He spoke in parables throughout the most of the Bible. Yeah, and people are not going to just understand the Bible it just, people don't understand a lot of stuff they read. Especially if something isn't a parable. There are reasons for that itself. You know, some people might not say it's a parable. Some people can't even read the language. Yeah, words really mean positivity or negative. Everything is either positive or negative. Yeah. So that's how your dog or animals, that's how they know from you. It's when you speak from an intention. Okay. So if you say, go away, it's not like the dog understands English or your language. The dog feels the vibration that you're giving off. You don't even realize it, but the dog knows. The dog is like, oh, he's talking English now. Yeah. Yeah. This is why naturally we get repulsive from a lot of people, because they're in a negative vibration. Even though we are in the light of God, we are attracted to them in one way, but also we're repulsed in another way. Because we don't want that negativity. This is why people go out their way to help people. And yeah. And it's someone stuck in their mind, it's ugly. It will show up in their face, their appearance, and their energy around them. Yeah. And if someone's stuck in the mind, you'll automatically be repulsive from that. It's when you feel God or you feel light, anything positive, people are going to be drawn to you naturally. Same thing with animals. So you're going to attract, the opposite too. People are just going to be drawn to you. And yeah, there's only a few people like this in the world, actually. Yeah, negativity is an anchor. That's a good way. But that's none of your dang business. Thank you, Daddy Potato. Yeah, but all we need is love. I do have the course stone, and for anyone, the courses you have to pay for, but it works. It stills your mind and you get to feel God. It's literally the best thing. One of the things that I charge money for. And then I'll have like free courses once my website is up, but my friend is sick. But I'm also doing free one-on-ones to help you in other ways. Yeah. The hardest thing to do is still the mind. Yeah. Comes from good deeds, having faith. But it's the reason why we're here is to beat the battle of the mind. Everybody's basically battling the mind. That's where the battle's taking place. Yeah. My mind, most of my life, I simply wasn't thinking. Obviously, now I'm aware of it. But before your 20s, basically, you don't have this awareness. Okay? So, even though I was still happy and not many thoughts, which not having thoughts makes you happy, because then your life just shines through. You become the life that you are. Yeah, I mean, Jesus did fulfill them. Strawberry. Yeah. When the mind becomes clear, this is when you see God clearly. This is when you feel Him. That's called clear and sentience. Yeah. I wouldn't get too caught up in that. I was just giving an explanation of why you feel repulsive from a lot of people. Simply, the ego can get very nasty and ugly. Those people only care about themselves. They're only thinking about themselves. We live in this era. And this is why they don't care for anybody else, because they're simply just thinking me, me, me. Do you know Jesus had a letter I in it? I've seen it for sure. Jay West Bay. What's up, boss? Good morning. I dropped my phone the other day on Vicky, so it was actually on live too. You have found God? Yeah. When you find God, then He's always with you, and you feel Him. Yeah. Finding God is feeling Him, and feel it, and also having a positive outlook in life through the mind. God is positivity. Do you read, and do you have some book recommendations? That's a real good question, Lucas. Yeah, because I haven't got something from a book that I've read. Like, obviously, people would say the Bible, but outside of that, yeah, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Like, I've read books, but they've not changed me in really any sort of way. I'm not talking about the Bible. Like, I've read The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I don't remember really any of it. It's way too much mind thinking. It's just a provocative way of thinking. And there's another book called The Four Agreements by Rodriguez Miguel, which is Toltec spirituality. It's a good book, but and it's very simple. That's what I liked about it. Simple things. But I don't refer to the book. You know, I don't ever think about the book. The Four Agreements. It's basically a spiritual book. Yeah. And obviously there's books I haven't read. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. If you know Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, he's probably like the best guy. Yeah, but I haven't even read that whole book, The Power of Now, Lucas, and I'm actually creating books that will all be for free digitally, and they're going to be out probably next year. Yeah, not all of them are like. Some of them are children, fun books that are spiritual in its own sense. But eventually I'll have books, is what I'm saying, Lucas. Yeah. I would just find somebody that really interests you and maybe read their books. Yeah. But again, I've not, other than the Bible, there's not been too many things that's been profound and caused something inside of me. Yeah. It's a good question, though. Okay, I'm scrolling down to the top. No, not a novel at all. Eckhart is boss. He's basically my favorite guy, and honestly, I don't understand how he's not like just the most populist man in the world. Yeah, but he's also a real like introvert. Yeah, so he's one of my favorite people, probably the top one. Simply because everybody else beats around the bush. So a novel? Nah, I don't. No, it's going to be more so like a pamphlet, something very easy to assimilate. One of the books that I pretty much have done, but it's also a spiritual book in itself. It's semen retention. I don't remember the exact name that I called it, but it's a whole book on semen retention, if you know what that is. And again, it's not going to be, because if you read 100 pages of a book, I don't like it. There's nothing I take from reading all these long books. I like stuff that's short, sweet, and to the point. And I understand people have to fill up pages, but then it's just filler. Yeah. Just like example, the 48 Laws of Power. That's like a 500 page book. But I don't remember nothing. Like I can't even tell you all that stuff you already know. So it's a bunch of history, and it's like you would have to keep going back and back and back. Yeah, books are an interesting topic. But no, he isn't. But humans can be confused. Yeah. Secret teachings. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely good books out there, for sure. I mean, maybe I just haven't found a book yet other than the Bible. Yeah, and we both can read the same verse and get something different from it. Yeah, that goes with anything. That's You've read The Power Now and passed it on. Did you like it though, or? Hello, oh, Libra gal. I'm a Libra. Yeah. Apparently, a lot of other people are. October is like the most popular month. Yeah, we're constantly trying to get to perfection of God, basically. Michelle Haywood. Yeah, every day we should be getting happier, and we should be more loving. Yeah. You're either rising, or you're descending. Yeah. And your life can change just like that. But the people that are stuck in the negative, it's like a soul trap, a cycle. You can't. It's so hard. It seems so hard when you're in that negative, but it can change just like that. I love Alan Watts lectures. Alan Watts is good too. I've never read any of his books, so. We all read the Generations of Isis. Debate me on whatever you want to debate the church underground. Yeah. We'll be here for like another 30 minutes, so. I mean, there's great commentary, and I love all you guys. Simply, you're made of love. Anytime you think you're not, then you feel that you're not, and you create an illusion. So if you think you're love, again, then you'll feel it, or simply it's just naturally happening out of you. It's when we try to force something that we actually don't feel the love. It's when we resist. If we ever feel tension in a situation, then it's false. And now you know, hey, I can come back to this love. I don't want to feel this tension, this resistance. It's always resistance to love. And that's why you have to be conscious. This is what it's all being about. Okay, thank you, Jaden. Hello, Rick. Yeah, I mean, we're all a chosen one. Thank you. That's why we're living. Hello, Philippines. Are you in mating season? Agene, Agene, Agene. Yeah, Carl Jung. We talked about him the other day. I've never really read anything or seen about him. Mating season was probably just happening. Okay. Yeah, mating season is naturally when it's warm, because then we feel warm. That's when it's happened. That's why, like, I'm pretty sure it was Jesus that was. They're all huddled up, and they're in a lot of clothes. There's a lot of warmth there, because he was. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was born in the winter, or in a cold season. So, anyways, traditionally, you wouldn't have sex in the winter or go for a baby, because the seeds don't sprout or grow good in the winter, such as a crop, but also the seed of the man. It doesn't grow to its full strength. So there are many things behind having a baby. It's not simple, let's go have a baby. You can do a lot of planning, a lot of it, so you get a good spirit, a strong one. We could talk about that for like days, though. Letting Go by David Hawkins. It sounds like a good book. I mean, it sounds like a good book, you know? Like, yeah. I was writing books before my body got messed up at 21. I had multiple books. Some of them are, one or two of them are completed. One was just a children's book with a series. But again, the last 9 years, I couldn't be, I had no creativity. My body was shaking nonstop. So I couldn't even create anything. I couldn't be imaginative. I couldn't even feel my intuition. So I just didn't want to give anything that wasn't, I couldn't give my all in. Yeah. I couldn't even like think. Don Juan Matus. The Siddhartha is a good book. Yes. Yeah, I think I've heard of something like that. Herman Hesse. Yeah, you have to remind me. Yeah, SXD blue. But, it's best not to think about that, because then you just feel like you want to argue with it. You feel like an oppression. Don't be oppressed against anybody. We just have to let everybody flow and be. Yeah. Yeah. We just have to escape that and create the life we want. Everybody else is going to catch up eventually. All right, we got some clouds. It's all about the person. There's some people that know God, they don't even know it. A lot of people, some people. Yeah, that's a good point, Kelly. I consider the Power Now and the self-help venue. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard to extract from a book. It always is. But a person could know God, but they can't tell you good in words. They can't explain it good. That's usually a problem. Especially they may have a language barrier, a foreign language. Yeah. They may not be a good speaker. It's many things. Someone could be a real good teacher one-on-one or in groups, but they can't put it into a book. So, you found me again, Denny Blazer. Yeah. I mean, everything's in a way like a self-help, and again, I've never read that full book. Yeah, Libras for the balancing act, Yeah, you can lift up others or bring them down. Who do you want to be? It takes a real man and a real heart, man or woman, a woo man, to actually like uplift somebody. People are afraid to do it. Your mind is the soul trap. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, most people don't know they know God. That's probably one of the best ones. Hello, Samurai Jack. Yeah, find an interpretation that isn't disturbing. You're right. Yeah, a lot of people need to distance that themselves from the negativity. That's God saying, "Hey, I have something better for you." Because then you can, once you get away from the negativity, you found out that that's what it was, because you feel it, and so then now you can go with towards feels good. Just a redirection. Now you know, okay, I don't want this. Now I know what it's like. I'm aware. Now I can go for the positivity. Now I know what it feels like to be good. A lot of people don't know this. If you grow up in a hell and a negative environment, you're going to see the world as, whoa, whoa, okay, no, no, no way. You're trying to be nice to me? No, what do you want? Yeah. Hello. God bless you. Yeah. The Ankh is the portal to life? Probably. I'm a disturbing looking individual. Why, thank you. You should come see me in person. What feeling, strawberry, if you're talking to me? Men have the seed, and I've never heard of that, Stone. Yeah. And women have the garden, they tend. Quack, quack. Yeah. It's a great way of putting it. I love mating season. Apparently, rabbits they can breed rabbits like rapidly. They're they can have babies like multiple times, like in a span of a month to a couple months. Coffee time. Hello, West Side. Okay, the chosen one is eyes. Yeah, that makes sense. It's Friday. Oh yeah, it is. It is Friday. Oh, oh. Well, I don't know if you heard, but that was the bell. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all a loner because it's just us, but God is always with us. So yeah, we talked about this a couple times, and also made a video of why other people pull your happiness down. I did it before the live, actually. Yeah. The trick is not to come back down here, yeah. What do you think about the origin of sin from the Bible? We're all here basically because we thought we could. We've basically all sinned. We were all evil at one time or bad. Some of us still doing these acts. It's just the resistance towards which nature. It's going against the current, the river. Yeah. Ultimately, it makes you feel bad living in the ego. So you make the environment feel bad. You make people feel bad. And ultimately, you feel bad. So you have to clear it up. Yeah. All of it melts, though, when you find God and have awareness. I don't know what the original sin, like what the Bible necessarily says to. It would be going against God. Yeah. It's simply you have to force a sin in going against God. That's why we're leading our life to more perfection. Basically, this you can see life as a classroom and lessons, like a university. It's one of the hardest places to be. That's why it's quote unquote not easy. But we can get so much further than all the spirits. Yeah. Because they too are learning lessons. But why it's so hard or so much resistance is because then you can go further. Yeah. You can see it as lessons or like a school or a purification system. Yeah. Be purified from our sins. This is a big topic in the Bible. Which I guess probably be sex maybe in the Bible. It's still the same. What if Eve hadn't ate that apple? Yeah. Yeah, it's you can't discover something that's already been there. Yeah. Yeah. The karmic and the cycle of rebirth. Yeah. It's just us getting over our sins. We all done bad, quote unquote. We were trying to make a world like God. That's what it was. We were trying to almost be God. How's it going? Or we were trying to rise above him, which obviously you can't do that. So then we created this world from greed. That's where greed comes in. We were trying to create a Garden of Eden. We were trying to create a world like God, but then our greed got in the way. You know, the seven deadly sins, starting from lust and all the way up. Yeah, thank you, Ben-Hur. The final lesson, and where all lessons are leading to, is having stillness and awareness. It's already there, too. Into finding love. And feeling love. All lessons go to the same. Yeah. not, there's very rarely people that have sex just to procreate. Yeah. So that's a topic you could talk about for a long time, Kelly. Quack, quack. Yeah. Love the church bells. Yeah, yeah, I love church bells. I would get a duck just to hear it quack. I came to my mind yesterday. Hello, user 1v1. And yeah, the bells. I love the wind chimes. I always ring wind chimes. And also crickets. I really love the sound of crickets. It's kind of like the peak of summer, and maybe they invoke some memories, but they also just invoke this feel and ambience. Yeah, it's very soothing. I'd put a cricket, like, I want to get a cricket and just have him right on my windowsill so I could just hear him chirp. Yeah, and those are good questions to ask, Jay West Bay. Yeah, and I obviously don't agree. We hit this topic like in other lives a couple times, and that's a huge one. I don't agree where women are considered property. You know, that's obviously a damn shame at the end of the day. But it's not my thought. And this is why women are revolting and oppressive. Yeah. No one should be seen as property. There is nothing that doesn't serve you. Yeah, it's true, Lucas. I'm a real man, son. It takes a real man to wear a dress. Well, it depends if you're doing it or if someone's forcing you to do it. Because there are robes, in a way, it's a dress. And there's also uh, in Scotland and Ireland and all northern, the northern isles, they have skirts. Like the men actually wear skirts over there. Okay, so there's actually a reasoning behind it. Yeah, but it's not somebody forcing them or telling them to wear a skirt. It's just more, the energy flows better when you have the opening underneath your skirt, basically. It's very similar to shorts. Yeah. Yeah, but I know what you're saying about like the skirts. Yeah, it's different when someone's forcing you or telling you to do it. Yeah. Yeah, they're called kilts. Yeah. Yeah. Women have come. Yeah. What? Like Final Destination was. He's been saying all this stuff in here, and people say women got an easier life. It has nothing to do with you. And women have been oppressed. Masculinity has got so toxic It's overpowered. And that's why women have been bashed and just physically taken control of. But now it's more so mentally and metaphysically. Yeah. More so the masculine inside. That's how the world and why the world, it all started from masculinity taking over the feminine. So in an energy sense, a yin and yang sense, there's no balance. It's unbalanced. And in a physical sense, the women, unfortunately, has happened to them. Yeah. That's why women are now like really getting expressive with whatever, expressing themselves and shaking. That's why they want these views. That's why they want this love. They want this because they've been resisted. And I mean, I ultimately, have sympathy for them. Women have to bear a child, and people come in here saying all this derogatory stuff of a woman, but you don't know what a woman goes through. And if you say negative stuff about a woman, it's because a woman did something to you. So, and then like women get so much glory and so much love, and maybe, they're sought after by men, but then like other men, and they get neglected because everyone's chasing the woman and viewing her. So that comes into play too. Yeah, absolutely, Libra guy. I love that name. That's funny because I've been talking about like Libras just like this month. Yeah, people that have been neglected by a woman, they either get really sad. Most of the time they get angry, and it's always with them for the rest of their life. So they become a rage king. Yeah, yeah, Samuel. Good morning. Nice to see your loving face. Yeah. Women get to bear children. Women are naturally love. It's harder for a man to reach this state of love. Women, it's naturally built into them, especially because they have the child in the womb. Yeah. It's just more affected by them, love. But then again, you see society, Buddhist monasteries, and India, like they've always outcasted women. Yeah. If women were presidents, the whole world would be way better. Yeah. Women get neglected in history. They hardly are ever talked about. Look at why do you think all the presidents are male? Yeah. For the USA. It wasn't always that way, though, before. Yeah, they want to be recognized for the individuality. Yeah. But yeah. Libra, the lawyers, yeah. Yeah, liberated ones. It does seem to have some truth. It's definitely true about the scales. I wish everyone could see the truth like you. I mean, it's always the time. People, we're all waking up. Marta Garcia. Yeah. People think like I live some picture perfect life or something they imagine. No, I've been through many of things. I've just learned my lessons very, very young. Yeah. So I don't have to deal with any more trauma or emotions because I learned the lesson. Yeah. It was obviously very hard at the time, but I'm glad I learned it when I was 16 and not 45. Yeah. Like we said, life is just a lesson. Lessons that we have set up for ourselves, which they're just resistance. Why we say God is He. Are you asking that, MK? Lawyers are legal liars. Yeah. 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 That's sinning, knowing when you're doing something for maybe just money, or the truth and like you're still playing the games though. Yeah. I agree with you. That's why they're usually not happy. Yeah, the other side will give you money. They'll give you money. They'll give you everything to give you the facade. But it's not going to be good. The lawyers are usually, they always look super stressed. They're always working and usually don't love their job. So, miss me with the BS lies. Yeah. A spiritual awakening is the rarest, but everybody gets their time eventually. Yeah. It's the story of life. The feminine is the negative principle. Yeah. I agree with you, Stone. No, I've actually reduced my walking to only when I do the lives. Yeah. And I don't walk around all day, no. Um, One, my body's messed up. Two, walking is my favorite thing. Three, I used to not walk on the lives at all. So I used to just sit there, actually. Yeah. Libras are a sign of justice. Yeah, and it's funny because when I was younger, this is a real good perspective. When I was younger, when we would play like any activity, let's say basketball, I naturally was like this. And I'm not here to, but pop my own bubble, boast. But I was really good at basketball, probably one of the best that was playing. And all the good people would want to go on one team and just basically play like the people who are average or not as good as the best. And they wanted me on that team, like whether it was kickball, whatever. But to me, that didn't feel right. I never wanted to be with the best because then there's no competition. It's not fun. And it's one of the reasons about video games, people are just always camping and sitting around. It's what they do in real life. Simply not fun. I do things for the play for fun, not to dominate, you know what I mean? I want I want it to be fun, a challenge. But I've always had this, I could see they didn't. I was like, why? You just want to go and just beat on them to where I don't even have to play or try. And I've always been like that, Libra gal. Yeah. Ghost Samurai, you're starting to sound like Jazz. He was in here the other day. And yeah, Africa's more natural than probably most of the world, but or a lot of it. Yeah. They're really connected to the earth, and it just shows. But yeah, I mean, that's really nice of Thomas Droid, and yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I honestly forgot. And that's great that they have that. I mean, life stands for love is for everyone. Yeah, yeah. That's actually great. The two people in Africa. I worked out all of my life, Lucas, from 18 to 21, basically right before I got messed up. So I couldn't work out the last 9 years, unfortunately. But that is, I think exercise is the best thing to do. And if you're calm, it will it will it will calm you down. That's one of the reasons why I'm so calm, because I worked out insanely much from 13 to 21, like just on my own will. And I why I did it was because I always felt so good when I did it. Yeah. There were probably times I overdid it, for sure. Are you Moses? James Franco. Great. I mean, there's been so many great questions and comments. I uh I know I missed some of them too. I'm in Africa, Kenya. Uh, nice to nice to see you, Kenya. I just talked about that the other day. Here. Uh, no, it's the morning over. It's the morning over here. JM Bakers. I don't know what it is over there. I didn't fix my creativity, Strawberry. I don't even have energy to be creative. Yeah. It just seems and appears, but I'm really just acting out of the love I feel. Yeah. It's gonna when my body gets back up to par, it's probably gonna be better than it ever was, for sure. And you're gonna see it's even gonna feel different. It's gonna seem like I'm different too. People will say, "Oh, so I see something different in him." Yeah. But it's not back. It's definitely not back. Yeah, I can't stand injustice. Hey, what's up? Yeah. That was the whole point of Lucas. The vegan diet messed up my body. It basically shut down my whole body when I was at 21. That's when it happened. Yeah, I don't like injustice either, but I just accept me. I accept everything's going on, and yeah, I see everyone's point of view, even the ones I don't know about. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like how my whole story, Lucas, how I got here. Because my body, I basically was dying like every day. Like I was from the vegan diet. I was on it for 2 years. I basically should have died in a way, and in a sense, I did. Yeah. Yeah. The old me is basically no more. But I was good and happy before. I was the happiest I ever was. You know, nah. You got to understand, when I stopped being vegan and started eating meat at 21, I, by that time, when I started to change, I, I, I very soon couldn't eat any more food. For, for the last 9 years, I could not eat food when I want to. I literally couldn't eat food. It just would not. I couldn't. I physically couldn't drink either. And it still happens to this day. Yeah. And no one's been able to help me, nor have they really cared. Yeah. For $1,000, wrestle a shark in the ocean? Nah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I really wouldn't do anything for money. Only if it feels right. Yeah. And the shark would probably definitely beat me. Yeah. Basically, for did my entire life. And there was many more things to it, Lucas. But basically, I was starvation, and I was eating all day. Like, I was getting sick of eating. Have you ever ate so much that you just got sick of it? Probably not. That's because I wasn't getting the nutrients. But I didn't know, unfortunately. And it was the worst experience of the last 9 years. Thing. Do. Yeah. Yeah, spiritual awakening could hurt. More so mentally to the your previous thoughts. It was fun being here with all you guys. I'm glad I got to spread the love. And hopefully you can spread the love too. Just make the choice of peace and always choose love. I'll probably be here at like, I don't know, 8 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. Thank you, Ivan Meagle. Strawberry Mira. I like that name. It's fun to say. Yeah. I love all you guys. And thank the Lord for whatever happens. I appreciate all your comments, all your perspectives.